from Mike the Janitor. Thank you to everyone involved, from staff to runners, and of course, the other fans. Let's do some good. All right, and this next run I've been looking forward to for weeks. I am very excited to see this one, and I'm honored and humbled to be your host for it. This is the Mega Man X 100% four-way race featuring Tiki, Darrenville, Luis Miguel, and Clipper. It is my great pleasure to say, friends, runners, commentators, let's play some Mega Man X.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Colonel Fatso, and I'm joined by Zam, and we're going to be commentating the Mega Man X 100% race here. And looks like most of our runners are ready to start. Well, why don't we just get right into it then?
Let's keep them waiting on the menu a little while longer. Does Mega Man scrolling around more?
Yeah. As they continue to just circle the menu, why don't we just start at 5? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And go
they're
back to
off.
our runners.
So, this is Mega Man X. The category is 100%, so they'll be collecting everything. And they'll be showing off a route that you wouldn't normally see in a race. This is a route that's kind of like, it's the fastest, but it's also a little bit dangerous. So there's definitely the possibility of a very large swing about 9 or so minutes into the game. But that can still be made up by other things later in the game, so don't worry about that. Intro stage is mostly running and shooting, and just making sure that nothing stays on screen too long, or else you can get a little bit of lag. So we could maybe introduce the runners while we're at it.
Sweet, looks like everyone actually has a decent amount of health after the bees. That's like
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
the number one concern in a race in the intro stage. I don't know how many races we had where it's someone dies to the bees and goes, "Can we start over real quick?"
Yeah, no kidding. So I guess the runners, so Tiki is a legend of Mega Man X and of speedrunning in general. He's been at it for ages and ages. Luis is similarly legendary status. Has held the record multiple times. Darrenville
plays basically every game in the whole series at a really high level. I think he's only got like a couple that he hasn't dipped his toes into, maybe.
Yeah, all around great player. And Darren and Clipper are relatively newer to the game, but just as talented. So this looks to be a really good race. It's like everybody got through the intro stage without dying, which is a big deal. Especially in 100%, you have to count your deaths, and you have to count the extra lives that you get if you take an unfortunate death, because your extra lives as you're going to get the Hadoken are an important resource, and you need to know exactly how many you have.
Yeah, it's always really unfortunate when you forget that you had a death and didn't pick up a 1-up somewhere. Because there is a very convenient extra life spawning bat at the start of Armadillo stage where you go and get the Hadoken, but it's at the start of the stage, so if you forget until later, you can't really go back.
Yeah. So you just saw our runners turn around a little bit for a second there. The mechanic here is Mega Man walks faster. Only walks, not dashes. Walks faster when going down slopes, and also jumps a little higher. So they turn around and use that slope jump to get a little bit more height or a little bit more distance.
Yeah, now the run really kind of starts when you get the dash boots. Before this, kind of just intro luck and mashing through the little lumberjack guys. And Yoshi the mech. It's a little sad that top route is a little faster with how long it takes to get in the mech.
Yeah.
The big old pillar that gives you, or forces you to do extra wall kicks if you take the low route.
All right, so what we're looking for here is minimum slides. We've already got a slide. All right, looks like the slide count is relatively even so far. I guess, like, specifically what you want is as many of the ice breath patterns as possible. Although that's sometimes not possible without getting slides afterwards. But, like, if you're really lucky, you can shoot, you get, like, lots of good patterns afterwards, and you can just, like, kill the ice sculptures by knocking Penguin into them. But that's very unlikely. Either way, pretty even start so far.
Yeah, I was about to say pretty even luck all around on that Penguin fight. Seemed like most of our runners got 2 slides, but Darren got a little unlucky. He got a 3rd one in there. My count's correct.
Yeah.
And coming into the hardest stage in the game, tons of vertical movement, which is very difficult to do optimally.
Three runners within a second of each other into that elevator. That's really impressive. This elevator is like the break in the middle of the impossible stage where you don't have to do much. Louis showing off that you can run into the spikes without taking damage if you do a wall kick. This outside climb is pretty perilous. Gotta make sure that you're not falling down. First try iceless for Louise. Looks like first try for Clipper as well.
Like a
tries for
3rd
Tiki.
try for Tiki. And Darren gets it as well. Not too shabby.
So there's also a little bit of luck in this Kuwanger fight. You want him to like not go into the infinite teleport phase if possible, but it's very, very rare for that to happen. Louis getting fairly lucky there.
Yeah, Louis got pretty close.
Oh, Clipper with a little bit of difficulty at the last hit of the fight there.
Yeah, Kuwanger decided that he wanted the middle instead. So one of those things in this game where at the end of the fight you lose control of X and he walks all the way to the middle before teleporting out. So at the end of the fight you'd prefer to be there, but occasionally like a boss does something weird and that either isn't really an option or he can hit you first and then you take the middle from him.
Yeah. All right, here we are, Sting Chameleon. This is not the stage that you would maybe necessarily expect, having watched like marathon runs of Mega Man X 100% before, but it is just barely faster to take this heart with a Phantom Grab. Oh.
Ooh.
Everybody
like...
got it, but Tiki died on the way back. So this is still a pretty close race. But
Yeah,
Tiki
it's
has
close
to
enough
worry
to the
about that
beginning of
extra
the
life.
stage. Yeah, it's a glitch that's not super new anymore, but it's a more recent addition to do this one in the 100% run. And the I don't know, quote unquote simplified version of how it works is you pick up a drop immediately before you load a new object into the game, and that object just kind of loads directly into the boomerang rather than being where it should originally be placed. So that's how they got the heart tank that's normally on the far ledge across that big open pit.
Yeah. And so that was like the big thing where we were, it's really hard. So we were kind of expecting that like somebody was going to fall significantly behind, or maybe 3 people would fall significantly behind, and we'd be watching just like a solo attempt plus stragglers. But thankfully, it seems like we're all off to the races. Like Tiki took that death, but he's not very far behind.
Heck yeah, mech strats.
Mech strats are also a very new addition to the run. The mech is just like a small amount faster than normal dashing, but often it would cause lag. But if you like punch exactly the right enemies and take damage on exactly the right enemies, then it's faster. Chameleon's just a quick juggle, and then we're off to Eagle Stage, which is probably the most spectacular instance of a Phantom Grab.
Yeah, it's definitely a fan favorite. That's another Phantom Grab we're hoping to see.
Yeah, this is another big
this
swing
one-
moment, possibly.
Unlike Chameleon Third, like that one, if you mess it up, you do get other tries. This one, you only get one try. So hopefully everyone gets it immediately. Luckily, this one is quite a bit easier.
Looks good for Louise. Looks good for Clipper. Looks good for Darren.
Good for Darren.
Oh, baby. So you can see that by grabbing the elevator platform here, you're able to go super fast. I think the boomerang goes like 1.5 times as fast as like dashing. So you end up saving
it's
about 15 seconds.
way faster. You can take kind of more direct routes. Tiki a little bit of a struggle on that barrier, but yeah, that kind of just happens sometimes. The platform gets in your way and kind of clips you away.
Yeah. Well, maybe if we're lucky, you'll get a two-step on the way out.
But is he ready for it?
Oh,
Oh, never mind. It's just completely in the way.
Extra points for trying, though.
Yeah. Right, Storm Eagle. We're kind of just looking for him to not dive. Since the runners have Sea Sting, it doesn't really matter what else he does. This is the only thing that really loses time. Ooh, Louise getting fairly
Yeah.
lucky. Went up off screen like one dive and then comes right back.
Yeah. But you can see that like loses almost as much time as like Clipper's 3 dives there. Like the hover is not very good if it comes out of a dive.
Yeah, unless it's like pretty early into the fight.
Yeah.
Didn't quite see what pattern Darren got or Tiki, but seems like it couldn't have been too bad because everyone's dropping into Flame Mammoth.
Yeah. Very close race so far. I'm very I'm proud of my people.
Could I step in with a donation for a moment?
Absolutely.
I have a $15.69 donation from Dr. Meltz. It says, I'm incredibly excited for this Mega Man X race, and you all should be too. We will be seeing some excellent, exciting tech on this route, performed by 4 legendary runners. Tiki's recent runs have been among the best ever completed by a human being. Louise might just be the most consistent player around. Clipper decided that running Mega Man X wasn't enough, and speed ran the leaderboard too. Her rise to the top of the game was as rapid as it was impressive. And Darren has shown through both this game and X3 that his technical capabilities are near unrivaled. I wish the 4 of you the best of luck. I know you will make the Mega Man X community proud today, and for many years to come. Also, I will be donating an additional $5 for every time Flame Mammoth tells us he's an elephant.
So having the charged Chameleon Sting is a pretty powerful asset in the in the rest of the 8 Maverick stages. So you get a small amount of time save from that too, but the big time save was just having it for Eagle. Here's this is one of the few fights that you can get frame perfect every time, just because you can get those double hits with the tornado. Okay, now our runners are off to Spark Mandrill, which is the other hardest stage in Mavericks. It's where Kuwanger stage is more. Oh, I was wrong. I forgot that these people get their
early Penguin Revisit.
Yeah, Penguin Revisit first.
It's technically a little better for stage select inputs. That's about it. And yeah, you have Chameleon Sting already at this point, so it's not actually that different to do it here. So you may as well.
Yeah, this is like so. I mean, there's revisits later to Armadillo to get the Hadoken, and I don't really like those. They're kind of tedious. But this revisit where you get to like redo a part of the stage that you didn't have the dash or weapons for, and redo it feeling like a god with all your new kit. That's pretty cool. I enjoy that. So now with that false start out of the way, we're gonna actually go to Spark Mandrill.
Which Daredevil has been in for a while. He didn't get the memo. He wasn't doing Penguin Revisit. He wants to look like he's in the lead for a while.
Yeah. So Darren does look like he's in the lead, but he has like a 45-second or so revisit to do afterwards.
Yo, nice hard grab though.
Oh baby.
Grabbing the heart directly off of the a jump from the left, that's quite tricky to make the boomerang arc upward, but also be far enough over that it still collects the heart. Good old Thunder Slimer, just sticking to the ceiling for everybody. Although I think only Louise went for the other strategy, where you like bait him to come down and switch weapons, but he just didn't get it.
Louise did something kind of weird there. I think he got his strats mixed up. He had bonus appearance, just a cameo from charged boomerang cutter there.
He just wants to show it off. It's a really sick weapon that doesn't really get used anywhere.
Yeah. You only get to see that in any percent normally.
Yeah. If only it didn't cause so much lag, you could totally use it other places, but you know, you fire it and you get 30 FPS until it's gone.
Yeah. We just wait 10 years for this to go away.
Spark Mandrill fight, it's a pretty tricky fight to do. You can sneak an extra ice hit in while he's frozen because his invincibility frames don't change, but he has so many movement options that you have to account for. So you saw a lot of the runners bonking into him in between hits, so that way they could have their own invincibility to kind of be able to follow him around if he does anything weird.
Yeah.
And shoot him as close as possible to get all the ricochets to hit him one after the other. Makes it easier to get close to frame perfect hits. And here we go. Did Tiki get a 1-up? I didn't see any, but he does need one.
Yeah, I didn't...
Maybe.
It's hard when you're trying to watch 4 screens to, like, keep track of stuff like that. Oh, he was trying to go for the Phantom Grab on the E-Tank there, but unfortunately, he went a little bit too far, and the boomerang curled around the wrong way.
Yeah, I think like the strategy normally is you land and then do the shot and then dash right away. But if you do them together, the boomerang kind of goes forward and then arcs downward and just goes the complete wrong way.
Yeah.
But it's a very particular execution on the trick to try to do it correctly.
Oh, by the way, on the heart there, you can see like a very minor graphical glitch. You can, with the boomerang, you can actually carry items further away from where their graphics are loaded. So it loaded like the graphics for the miners or something, and so you get this like glitched looking heart. It's just a very cool minor thing in the speedrun.
Yeah, you'll see another one coming up on the heart and Octo on Darrenville's stream. That one's pretty cool because it like turns into like bits and pieces of the snake robot.
Yeah. All right. I think we could probably have one donation while we're going through all these mini bosses in Octo Stage.
My pleasure. I have a $20 donation from Grace Idea. Happy SUDQ 2021 and great Mega Man X run so far. Best wishes towards a great speedrun week and raising a lot for Doctors Without Borders. May ice skips be in your favor, and let's see some more money towards those great Metal Wolf Chaos cutscenes. Do I have time for another?
Yeah, one more, I think.
Okay. $25 donation from Fempris. Mega Man X is one of my favorite game series. Let's go, Clipper.
All right, thank you very much. So here we go. We've got Darren going into Octopus fight. The thing with Octopus is that it can do the energy drain, which wastes a lot of time. Really sucks, no pun intended. But one of the interesting things is, like, you have these struggle inputs, and so if you press a button on the controller or something, then you'll reduce the timer for the energy drain. And if you have the fire wave, it shoots 30 times a second, and it counts each as one of those as like a struggle input. So you can break out of the energy drain super quick and thus cancel it super quick. So people used to just like wail on their controllers trying to get out, and now all you need to do is just hold the shoot button. It's pretty nice.
Ooh, Louis getting a little unlucky. The odds of him getting an energy drain, well, anyone getting an energy drain, go up the farther away you are from Octo. Louis fought him from pretty close and just got an energy drain like right off the bat. Something you gotta deal with this guy.
Yeah. So here you can see the equalizer, and Darren having to go back and get that heart that he skipped earlier. The differences between that and getting it early are so minor that they're basically non-existent. It's just like an extra, like, 1 or 2 stage select inputs.
Yeah, it looks like Darren's pretty much synced up with Tiki, at least from my perspective. Both of them select Dillo at seemingly the same frame.
Looks like Tiki has to farm for a life after all, though.
Oh, did Clipper actually get the grab earlier? Or did she just go grab it the old-fashioned way on the first time through? She just blew right past.
Well, I suppose that she must have got it. This shows how much attention we've been paying so far. It's so hard to watch 4 screens for like instantaneous moments like that can severely change the run.
Yeah, I mean, that part of the game is just like, yeah, they probably didn't get it, and you just, you're not watching super close because that's the kind of trick it is that just rarely happens.
Yeah. If you do get it though, it saves like 6 seconds, or maybe 7 if you get it the first time around.
First try, it's insane. Just being able to blow right by while everyone else is doing the setup again, or doing the setup and then going and actually grabbing it.
Oh, that's the worst. Yeah. So we are basically open season on donations for the next like minute and a half or so.
You got it. $25 from Noble Boys 77. XXX. Why everyone loves this game? Because it is a timeless entry that always deserves its status as a classic. Good luck to every Maverick Hunter on deleting the vile Sigma virus, and keep on fighting for everlasting peace. Come on, we're just getting started. Always enjoy Mega Man action each year, viewers. From your truly mega fellow player, Noble Boy. Beam teleports out. Have a $50 donation from 1T Lee. Says, happy to finally be able to donate. Peace, pardon me, love and peace, y'all. $50 from Drift Peasants. My family and I always love this time of year, watching amazing speedruns and donating to a good cause. And $100 from LV Creed. Another year, another SGDQ. Got to always give my support to the Mega Man side of gaming, so good luck to our 4 Mega Man X Hundo runners and to the runners of Mega Man X2 and 2 Game Boy later on. All that said, we need those Metal Wolf Chaos cutscenes. It's July 4th, we need the most American of cutscenes. Let's have a good GDQ and continue to support MSF.
All right. Thanks, Creed and all the rest. The LV Creed is a well-known friend of the Mega Man X community. So here we are. Got the Hadoken, which is the secret move in Mega Man X that lets you one-shot most things. And we're just gonna go into the fortress stages here. The objective here for now is to take damage as fast as possible. It's faster to take damage while moving than while against the wall, but against the wall is like not the worst option. So you just dump the rest of your health there. You need to have 6 or fewer HP going into this sort of mandatory cutscene lost against Vile. And a bit of nifty camera and footwork to have the Vile text cutscene play over the fight, and so it can like skip a little bit of text here as well. It saves like 15 seconds in total.
I didn't quite see everybody skip, but it looks like at least Darren and Tiki got the quick skip, which is a nice little bonus time save, cutting off the last couple text boxes.
Yeah. Here, Zero's dead, and because this is 100%, nothing of consequence happens. We're just going to go into the first boss refight, which is Boomer Kuwanger. There is a very small but non-zero possibility of teleport here ruining somebody's day. Not so for Louise. Oh, no.
Of course.
This is my fault. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Clipper getting bodied a little bit. Oh, and it's so hard to recover from this. Like,
Okay.
some people, like in tournament settings or in races, sometimes they will actually start the fight with something that's not the Hadoken, and then you can actually just use the sort of dance technique that they did in the AMAV stages to to make sure that they get the hit and they can't get teleport trolled.
And because of that and a little bonk that happened earlier in the climb, Clipper's burned through all of her sub-tanks that she has. If I recall, there might be a tiny bit of juice in one of them, but
Yeah.
there's not much room for mistakes anymore.
Yeah. Normally a little bit of juice is all you need, but sometimes, like, I don't know, things can spiral out of control. So you have to be very careful from here on in. Ooh. Louis got a little lucky there. He messed up the Hadoken on Penguin, but didn't get a
Darren
slide.
too.
Oh, Darren!
The double hit.
All right. Tiki nailed it. It's like Clipper nailed it.
And uncharacteristic to see mistakes on the Penguin refight. A lot of the Mavericks kind of open the same exact way every time, and Penguin's one of them. He always spits the ice chunk. It's just that you have to jump over it, so it's easy to kind of rush your shot input and fire right before hitting the ground, and so you just get a lemon instead. Giving Penguin an opportunity to actually do something bad like slide.
All right. Now, Rangda Bangda, everybody's favorite face.
Personally, my favorite face is the face from Nick Jr.
Louise got basically the best pattern possible. That was pretty sick.
Typical. Oh, and Darren getting basically the worst. 3 green eyes, really.
Oh my goodness. So you you want the eyes to like move down towards you so that you can use the Hadoken, because you can only use it on the ground. And obviously once the nose is dead, then the walls stay closed and you can't Hado again.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't have the Shoryuken in this one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could just hit whatever eye, doesn't even matter.
Very clean armadillo skip there. Basically using the ice sled to push yourself past the camera trigger. And when the camera's not scrolled up, then armadillo doesn't load. It just counts him as dead and you can go forward. But if you jump up inside that room, it'll actually spawn him, and it can like spawn him on top of you. It's pretty rough. It's like Darren had a little bit of trouble there with the skip. I'm just gonna do the backup. Not bad. Air Hadoken. You place a sled in the wall, and then you have to pause to get back to Buster, because you can only use the Hadoken with the Buster. And then you just you shoot the Hado from the standing state you were in on the sled.
Louise went for the YOLO Hadoken on the Mandrill refight. Didn't quite work out. He did get hit by the spark. So that is one of the good patterns you want to see, because he's not dodging.
Yeah. All in all, though, I was not expecting this race to be this close in Sig 3. Like, this is wild.
Very sketchy Octo refight for Louise as well.
Oh yeah, if you let Octo take like a second action, then you know you don't have any idea what you're in for. Like, you can do anything.
It's really awkward. He can start the fight with either a low jump or a high jump, and because it's underwater, the timing on the Hadoken that you have to do is way different. fired the Hadoken too early for the high jump, and Octo got another action and even hit him.
All right, D-Rex. The objective here is to do exactly what Luis just did. You dash forward, you like do your Hadoken inputs, except for the shot, on the way to the boss, and then you just hop up and press shoot. And if you're on the ground when you press shoot, then it'll actually just do the Hadoken, and so you can get a very quick kill on D-Rex there, and you don't have to worry about which pattern it does.
All right.
Like 3 runners within like 15 seconds of each other going in the final stage, and Darren not that far behind either, despite failing the armadillo skip.
Yeah, Darren's pretty much just behind by that one extra explosion that he got. Couple of lemon Hadokens. Tiki and Clipper, the dog.
Yeah. Well, thankfully the dog's iframes are so short that that doesn't actually cause a problem.
And time's coming up for Louise.
It's knocked down. That's such a troll. You have to be pretty precisely placed on the claws to be safe from the lightning. All right. So Louise is the winner, but we've got Tiki in second place.
Followed very shortly by Clipper.
Yeah.
One more hit.
Very nice. So just the final fight for Darren now. Let's see. Is he gonna change colors in time with the music for us? No. Sad day.
Aw. How dare he?
All right. So yeah, the being on the right-hand side of the left claw is the best position to be in this fight, and so you basically just consider that your home position. You always want to get back to there if you can, just like that.
Yeah. You're far enough to the right, you'll dodge all the lightnings that come out of the left claw, but also dodge the right claw coming in, and Darren's finished as well.
Yeah. Very great race between these 4 runners. Super impressed.
Yeah, it's super close for how volatile of a category 100% is nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very, very much to all of our runners, all of our commentators for that fantastic Mega Man X race. Just a little update on some of the ongoing bid incentives while we have a moment. We've got 2 that I want to draw your eyes and ears to. We have the Kirby Superstar Arena Run incentive. We're not quite halfway there and not much time left to make that happen. And then there's the James Bond 007 Nightfire incentive to upgrade the run to all tokens. Keep those donations flowing in, folks. We can make it all happen. And in speaking of which, we have love for both of these communities, most certainly. I have a $100 donation from Exiled Prince. This one goes to the 007 Nightfire All Tokens incentive. Shoutouts to everyone in the Nightfire community on getting the game into SEDQ 2021. Best of luck to everyone else running in the marathon. And following up on that, I have a $100 donation from Laptop765. My brother and I played Kirby Superstar so much as kids. It was always such a triumph not only to unlock the arena, but even more so to finally beat it. This must be part of the run. So let's get those donations in, everyone. Oh, that... And I have a $20 donation from your boy Grunty. Whoa, I ended up getting so hypnotized by the run I almost forgot to donate. My eyes feel like they can see into the future now. Gotta see the Nightfire all tokens, but even more, I gotta see that tracker roll up sky high. Let's go, chat. And we're going to take a short break, but don't you worry, SUDQ will be right back. And welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2021, powered by Twitch. Got a few more donations for you lovely people. I have a $15 donation from Wow, let's try that again. Hazuka. $15 from Hazuka. Let's go, Spyro. One of my all-time favorites. Can't wait to watch the run. $25 donation from Nathan M. Mega Man X is one of the best games ever on the best console ever. Best of luck to all those fantastic runners. What a great race. And I have a $500 donation from Anonymous. that reads, GDQ is a great event with a great cause. Shout out to all the staff who makes this happen, and good luck to all the runners. And have a $1,000 donation from the piano-playing Wookie with no comments. Fantastic username, though. Thank you so much. $25 donation from Holographic Raven. Another year, another SGDQ. My hubby and I look forward to watching and donating to such a great cause. As a healthcare worker myself, MSF has all of our respect and admiration. Thank you for your donation, and thank you for your service as a healthcare worker. Thank you. I have a $500 donation from the 30XDX team. Thanks to the dedicated staff and crew who help GDQ do so much good. $15 from Remy Jets. I have so much love and nostalgia for Spyro, and it's great to see it back for another GDQ. Best of luck on the run, Deo Man. And a $10 donation from Zero Jedi. The first week of high school, I met my best friend because we both loved Spyro the Dragon. It's always had a special place in my heart, and I can't wait to see Deo Man annihilate it. Donation goes to Kirby Superstar Arena Run. And $50 from Dude Master 47. Let's get that arena run going for Kirby Superstar. $25 from Silver Ryu. I'm so excited to see Spyro. I love dragons, and I love what you all do. And $250 from Alas, Poor Yorick. Good luck, Deo, from ya boy. Major Rito bless this run for the truly swag strats. $100 coming from Agent Nams. Been watching GDQ for 2 years now on YouTube and finally got to see it live and donate for the first time. Thank you, runners, for your amazing speedruns and all you do. Let's crush it! $25 from Anonymous. The original PS1 Spyro games have always been my favorite, and Deo Man is a fantastic and entertaining runner to watch. Good luck! I have a $50 donation from Riva Style 89. Italy's basketball is back to the Olympics after 17 years. SUDQ is now live, and Spyro's on the deck. Anything better for this day? Good luck to all runners, and shout out to the whole staff for making this awesome marathon possible. $25 from J Bay. Speeding to another great SGDQ. $25 from Zofax. Wow! SGDQ is already here? Lots of great runs this time around. Gotta have more of them. Good RNG to all the runners. Thanks to all the staff, and a special thanks to MSF for the great work they do. Colon right bracket. 4224. I've been watching every stream you guys have put on for about 6 years now, and I always enjoy them. You guys are doing a great thing, and I'm very excited to be contributing. $25 from Osher. I apologize if I'm getting that wrong. Osher? Longtime watcher, just introduced my girlfriend to GDQ, and she's already a die-hard supporter. Thanks for all you do, GDQ crew. You are the milkman. $10 from Michael9513. Not only is Dale one of the best speedrunners to ever walk the earth, he's an amazing, kind, and funny guy. Definitely one of a kind. $50 from Superman17. It's always great to see a Spyro run. Looking forward to watching my childhood played in under 45 minutes. Thrilled to be donating MSF at a time when their work is needed more than ever. And I have $250 from Umami Ursine. Good luck, Deo. Your enthusiasm for Spyro is a joy to witness. Crush this run. And a $250 from Anonymous that reads, shout out to all the runners for doing an amazing job. Also, cheers to my friends for always giving me fun times. $25 from Symphonics. So glad to see this wonderful event live again. Good luck to all the runners and much love to the tech crew for keeping this event going. Always tip your tech crew, folks. Never forget. I have $10 from Demure Dragonfly 42. So excited for the runs this week. Here's my money for MSF. Such a good cause. And I have a $500 donation from Major Undead. With no comments. I salute you, Major. $20 from Faux Can't think of a better way of spending the afternoon gathered around a TV, watching great runs and donating to a good cause. Best of luck to all the runners through the event. I have $50 coming from Sweaty Rob that reads, the name's Bond, James Bond. 007 Nightfire all tokens incentive. We have a license to smash this goal. I have $50 from the Lord Whale. Been watching GDQ for years, but never caught one of these live. Somehow y'all are great people supporting great causes. Much love and good luck to all the runners. And we have $100 from North by Northwest. Happy GDQ. My friends and I are excited to continue the tradition of eating too much food, staying up way too late, and supporting awesome causes. My dear friends, that is all for me today. Thank you so much for your continued support. I'll be back again tomorrow evening, but for now, we have an interview on deck for you lovely people. We have Spike Vegeta, Tiki, Darrenville, Louise Miguel, Clipper. They're all ready to go, so I'm going to hand things over. Stay determined and go fast.
I just want to say Super Jamoose is some of the most fun I've ever had listening to a host. So great work on there. All you runners, I know Tiki, you were hearing it during it. Go watch the run afterwards. Super Jamoose killed it. So want to give another shout outs to the run. We just got to watch everyone here at Summer Games Done Quick 2021, the first race of the event. And it's going to be tough for all the other races to keep up with it. That was amazing. A 58-second spread in a game that can be so volatile, so hostile in all of its big tricks and everything you need to land. There are a bunch of those that you need to land in this run. I want to go to each of you runners and ask, what was the single trick that you were most nervous about? And how did you feel you do? Grade yourself on it. Clipper, I'm going to start with you. How are you feeling?
I've been very lucky and consistent with C3 lately. I was worried about literally everything else, and Pickle Winger wasn't one of them. The SIG 3, once I got in Mammoth, and I hit the brakes, and I knew it was just, I didn't have the stream up at all. I just wanted to run, and it didn't pay off for me.
Still absolutely killed it in this
Thank
run.
you.
Louise, I want to ask you, what was the trick you were most nervous about, and how'd you feel you did with it?
Yeah, the chameleon trader, of course. That was.
I feel like we're going to get similar answers a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Darren, what about you, my friend?
Mine was also the C3 Phantom Grab. As soon as that stage started, I just had like a wave of nervousness go over me. And I was actually like telling myself before, wouldn't it be cool that I got like a turnaround where I don't get it and go right, but I turn around and it follows me back? I'm like, God, that would be so cool. So swag. And then I got it. I just like popped off so hard.
I wish we had Mike on during that bit. So good. And Tiki, what about you? If you have the same answer, you were telling us for this, I think there might be a little extra side to this story.
Yeah. Well, so my mentality going into C3 was like, like everybody's going to miss it. Whatever happens. So I wasn't actually like that nervous about it. But when I got there, like what you're supposed to do is double kick to break 2 blocks and then turn around and break a third after your juggle of the thing. But my double kick only broke 1. And so I turned around and broke a second. And at that point it's super hard to back up. But like the way I did it, that's extremely rare. and I just kind of let Jesus take the wheel, and I got it. But then when I turned around, I just like wasn't sure what was going to happen. And when I turned around, I was like this much too low to actually climb back up and out, so I had to take the death. But I mean, once I got that, I was like, okay. I mean, this is a race, and I heard in my ear that everybody else got it too. I was like, all right, this is shaping up.
It was an absolutely incredible race to watch. I just want to give people that context of like, hey, he might have taken the death, but he gamed out of his mind to get to that point. So, heck yeah. I do want to have one specific question for each of you coming here out of this race. And TK, I'm actually going to switch the order and go to you first, seeing as kind of the elder of the Mega Man X speedrunning group in here. Been running the game for a long, long time now, along with Louise for sure. And I just want to ask you, I thought by this point, you'd be off to StarCraft full time, doing your thing, moving on with life, schooling and everything. You keep coming back to Mega Man X and at a very, very competitive level. What keeps you coming back, my friend?
Yeah, so I first started speedrunning 2006 when I was like 13 years old, and now I'm 28. And just at this point, like I can really say I grew up speedrunning. A lot of my friends that I met back then are still friends today. And you know, I've kind of been in and out of some pretty long breaks running, but every time I come back, like all of my friends who are around then, or they still seem to be around now, and they're just cool as ever. And so it really, really, it feels really nice to be able to come back and connect with people and those connections with people. I mean, some of these people are my best friends by now, and I really enjoy kind of that connection around it. And then the actual speed running. I mean, I like speed running, but I don't think I would stick around as long the friends I've made along.
No, absolutely. And that's great to hear. 10 years ago into GDQs, I've always seen the Mega Man X communities really show out, especially at the live events. Hopefully get more live events at some point soon. So absolutely agree with you there, Tiki. Louise, I want to ask you, I consider you one of the legends of speedrunning, especially in the Mega Man X series. We've seen you doing so many runs, the Mega Man X trilogy for the SNES, a lot of the PlayStation Mega Man X's. Is there a single run in your speedrunning career that you've performed that you are the most proud of, whether it be a world record, a marathon run? What's your choice?
Yeah, that run, that X4 with X 100%. I'm very proud of that run. I usually don't watch my own runs, but that one I watch every day. I'm really proud of that run.
Yeah, Mega Man X4, another fantastic speed run to watch. Make sure to check out Louise and all of his awesome runs, including this Mega Man X2 run that he'll be running later on in the week. We had Mega Man X to sprinkle in at the start of the week, and on Saturday morning, early in the morning, you can catch Mega Man X2 run by Louise. Best of luck to you, my friend, in that run. Darren, I'm going to kick it over to you now. You've done a lot of Mega Man X speed runs for GDQ over the last couple of years, and you've really gotten to showcase more of almost like the challenge run aspects of the community, the corners of like Buster only, low percent, that sort of stuff. Out of all of them, what is the single run that you thought was the most satisfying to get to pull off, like the most interesting challenge to work around?
So especially when you speedrun these games, a lot of the like quote unquote challenge categories aren't like super difficult to complete. They're mostly like really difficult to do fast because there are like little weird strats here and there, and there's also that risk of dying, especially in Buster only. There's usually like a low percent aspect to it. I would say X2 low percent Buster only is probably the most difficult to like not die in. X3 is kind of up there too. But yeah, it's all about going fast. So like doing those challenge categories by themselves isn't necessarily that difficult, but it's going fast that's the difficult part. I was actually going to say Louise's X3 100% run is probably my favorite run of his, and I played that for a while. And that's probably like my favorite out of like the X1 through 3 speed runs is X3 100%. It has so many cool, difficult strats at a high level. But yeah, the challenge categories are definitely really fun too.
Absolutely. Look forward to more of those from you in the future, Darren. And Clipper, that only leaves you. And the first thing I just want to ask you, a little bit of a throwaway question. Do you have any PG words that you would like to send to our friend Boomer Kawanger for that past performance?
Why'd you do it, man? Why did you do it, man? I was in my groove, you know?
It was such a close race. I said, if Boomer doesn't mess with her, she might have won that race. It was very high level.
Dude, I panicked too. Like I instantly thought of the last race we had where Tokyo just kind of jumped right. Remember? There's even like a thumbnail of it. And I don't know. I kind of I wanted to copy his movement, and then I limit him, and I was like, I don't know. My heart sank to my feet, I guess. But it was a mess. But you know, what are you gonna do?
What are you going to do? It was a mess. We still got a 35 in a marathon.
Yeah.
And my other question for you here, Clipper, is just, I mean, I think one of the speedrunners I know most in the entirety of the speedrunning community who just picks up games really fast. Obviously, a lot of people know you here for your talents in Mega Man X, but I've seen you pick up stuff like Super Mario 64 70 star, Super Metroid any percent very, very quickly and get very solid times. What is your process like becoming good at speed gaming?
I gotta be honest. I am very lucky to have the friends I have. Like Cheese would always pull me aside and give me splits and stuff. I'd compare against those splits. Shiny Zenny, who's an absolute monster at the game, who has a race coming up. I think Friday, by the way, against Behemoth.
Saturday. Yep.
Yeah, and you know, I'm very lucky to have the friends I have. My what is the word I'm looking for here? My ability to do this is not my own. I've been very lucky.
I think a little bit of the ability is yours right there. But
Yeah, maybe just a smidge.
I do like the theming of this interview right here, that there's a lot of community aspect to this that just makes it fun to always come back to. If you're looking for speedruns to pick up, Mega Man X, a fantastic one. The Mega Man community in general, very, very supportive, cool community to get into. And before I let the four of you go, I do believe there was a birthday request that I had that y'all want to throw out there. Go for it.
Yeah, Tokyo 90's birthday is tomorrow, and I just want to tell him, I love him and happy birthday. And we're definitely gonna have a day tomorrow. So, I wouldn't be the runner. Another person who pulls me aside is Tokyo 90, and now Tiki and Baba. Lyrus was there at the beginning. There's so many people. I would probably waste all your time, but Tokyo 90 definitely made me the runner I am right now, sitting in front of you.
Awesome to hear.
Happy birthday, dude.
early. Yeah, happy early
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
to
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Happy
You've done a
birthday.
lot of Mega Man X runs for us in the past. I'm going to send it back up to the front. We are only like 4 or 5 speed runs into this amazing schedule of SGDQ 2021. Shouts to Tiki, Darren, Louise, and Clipper for an amazing race. Watch it back, guys. 58-second spread, and we'll see y'all later for more SGDQ 2021. See ya.
Alrighty, hello all. Thank you all so much for tuning in and supporting. My name is Zenadir. You can call me Zen, and I will be your host for this upcoming Spyro the Dragon 1998 Any% run by Deoman, or Deoman. And yes, you heard that right. That is Spyro the Dragon for the original PlayStation. Now, before we hop into some donations here, I wanted to take a moment, be serious, talk with you all directly about something important I want to be sure you're not forgetting, and that is Twitch Prime. Did you know if you have Amazon Prime account, you can link it with your Twitch account and get 1 free sub a month to any channel of your choosing? Now keep in mind, all revenue after taxes that GDQ earns from subscriptions and bits for the month of July will be donated to MSF. The only official way to donate is directly through the GDQ website, but you can still support the cause by subbing to the channel. So with that being said, can we get a Prime sub train going in the chat right now? I'm going to kick us off. I've been saving this all month just for GDQ. Boom, done. Let's get it going. And with that being said, we've got some amazing donations here I want to start reading off. Copy that. Alrighty, first donation here I have from Crisis Angel Wolf for $25. It says, I grew up with Spyro the Dragon and played every year to beat my times from previous years. I only realized what speedrunning was this past year, and I was excited to see it in this year's GDQ. Good luck, Deoman, and have fun. The next one I have here is a $100 donation. It says, I'll donate another 100 if you pronounce my name adequately. And it's from Zarad An Nasir. Hopefully I'm getting that right.